Hi, this is Janowski with Sonata Aesthetics, and I am very excited because I am going to have liposuction today, and we're also going to take some of the fat which we pull out, and we're going to use it to do one of the treatments I have been thrilled and most excited about bringing to Sonata, which is a stem cell facial. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about both parts. So I have just a small amount of fat on my abdomen and saddlebags. I work out. It's been a year since I had my second child. I've tried all kinds of things, but I just still have these pockets of fat that I can't get rid of. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that as well. So we're going to use laser liposuction, also called smart lipo. Dr. Janowski is going to do that today. He's going to numb up my treated areas in my abdomen and saddlebags with some localized lidocaine injections. I'm not going to be under general anesthesia. I'm going to be awake during the procedure, though I'm going to take a Xanax, so I'm going to be kind of sleepy and relaxed. And then he's going to use a laser-tipped liposuction cannula to draw out some fat. The laser itself, while it's running through my body, pulling out the fat, is going to tighten the skin, which is another concern of mine because I have a little skin laxity, especially in my lower abdomen from having two babies. So I'm really excited about that. Now, before we actually use the laser tip liposuction cannula, we're actually going to use a regular cannula to just draw out some fat. This fat we're then going to process through a series of filters to pull off the nano-fat, which contains stem cells. The nano-fat means it's the smallest particle size, and we call it liquid gold because it is full of stem cells. So many of you may have heard or know about PRP, platelet-rich plasma, which we get from your own blood and we use here for plasma facials, also known as vampire facials, and use it to treat scars and all kinds of things, and we love it. But stem cells are the next level. So stem cells are going to contain supercharged growth factors to improve your skin. So when we pull off this liquid gold, we're going to inject it in little tiny microboluses all over my face for a really advanced skin rejuvenation. Now, the other thing you can do with fat, which we're not going to do today, which you could, is fat grafting or fat transfer, where you could use your own fat, your natural, long-lasting filler to fill areas of your face. We're not going to do that today for me because I don't need a lot of volume improvement, but your fat is your best filler, it's your most natural filler, it's long lasting, and that's something you could do with your fat. Now, the reason I say we're going to do that before we use the laser liposuction cannula is because the laser does denature the fat a little bit, and we want to make sure we have this wonderful, pure, not denatured fat to filter through all these different sieves, pull out just that top layer of the nano-fat, and use that to rejuvenate my skin. So I'm really excited, and we'll share some clips of the procedure.
This is Dr. Janowski. We're doing some liposuction on a small area in the abdomen, and the patient's totally comfortable.
Yep, no biggie.
She's awake, but she's a little drowsy, but some of you might recognize her. In any case, it's a real easy procedure. People are kind of often afraid of lipo. They think you need general anesthesia. They think it's going to hurt. It really is the best way to remove fat. It's much better than external devices like heating and cooling devices that are very non-specific. We know we're getting the fat out. We can see it coming out, and we can use it for re-injection if we want to put some back into the face. So it's a wonderful procedure. It's not for everyone, but it's easier than you face. Now we've done some just basic liposuction. Now we're going to use the smart lipo, which is a laser fiber that's going to tighten the skin. So we get skin tightening on top of fat reduction, and that gives us an even better result. So it's really easy to do. She's already numbed up, and we'll just apply the laser. So now we're doing the laser portion of the body procedure using the smart lipo device, and the patient's already numb. She's really not going to feel very much. She's very relaxed but awake. She can communicate. And you can see, maybe with this camera, a little laser light. It's hard to see. It's right under the skin, and that's just a guide light. It tells me where I am. But all I'm doing is applying a heat dose to the skin, both right under it and facing down, to get that tightening collagen stimulation effect. And that just adds to the results and makes it come out better. So that's how we do this procedure.
So I I just completed my laser liposuction. It was very easy. I'm standing up, I'm walking around. I feel fine, and I want to just show you quickly my fat. How cool is this? So this top yellow layer is the fat that we got out today, and that's what we're going to process and re-inject into my face. The rest of the fluid is a little bit of blood, but mostly it's the lidocaine that Dr. Janowski injected to numb me after the procedure. So this is Liz again, and we are going to use the fat that we pulled out from my body to microneedle back into my skin to get all the great benefits of the stem cells. So we're going to show a little bit of that, and then on Monday we're going to show a different way of using your fat, which is to do a little fat transfer to add volume under my eyes, as well as to inject the fat into my skin to get a little bit more of those stem cells deeper into my skin. But we're going to do the microneedling technique today. So just like with all microneedling procedures, I topically numbed my face, and microneedling has so many benefits. Even just microneedling alone without stem cells or PRP is going to give you the benefits of collagen stimulation, improvement in skin texture, but using the stem cells, which are like a super duper charged version of PRP, is going to give you maximum benefit because it's driving those stem cells into your skin while stimulating collagen induction. So we're just going to show just a minute of that happening right now.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Brush it on your skin, okay? Just start with your forehead.
Okay, so Laurel's just brushing the stem cells from my fat right onto my skin. Has kind of a pinkish color. And we're just going to microneedle it right in.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Does that feel okay?
Feels fine. So our pen, the needles move so quickly that you really don't feel anything at all. Hi, this is Liz Janowski. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my recovery from my liposuction procedure that I had last week. It's been a little bit less than a week. The day of, you're going to still have some fluid in the area that was treated. That's because it's tumescent liposuction, which means, you know, we're locally anesthetizing as the doctor's going along. So, you know, you have a little bit of fluid. You're going to drain some of that out, which isn't as gross as it sounds. For me, by the next day, I woke up and I had it looked like most of the fluid was gone. You do have some tenderness in the area. We're going to recommend that you have a compression garment like a Spanx for whatever area was treated, which is going to help you to remember to kind of protect and not overdo it in that area, and also help give you your best results. But overall, I would say the recovery was pretty easy. You know, you're going to take it easy with carrying heavy things or overly moving that area. I haven't worked out, for example. But we're going to do the second part of my procedure today. We only broke it up into two parts because we just had the time and the luxury to be able to do so, but normally you'd probably do it all in one shot. We're not going to show you the second part of my liposuction today, but we are going to show you the very exciting stem cell facial, which is going to use the nano-fat, or just the stem cell part of my processed fat that we remove for skin rejuvenation. So we'll show you that here in a few.
This is Dr. Janowski. Today we're going to do what's called a stem cell facial, at least that's what I call it, which is using your own stem cells as a product for facial rejuvenation. We already know about PRP, which is a product that we use for facial rejuvenation that comes from our blood. Stem cells are found mostly in our fat cells, and some of it is in our bone marrow. So we harvest the stem cells, we harvest the fat cells from the patient, just a small amount, a few cc's, and then we're going to micro-inject it around the face for surface improvement. Remember, stem cells are the strongest regenerative tissue in our body. They can reproduce and make all kinds of cells. So it's really healthy for our skin, really good for our skin. So you can see we've created these little syringes here of what's called nano-fat, and we're going to micro-inject it and really create a nice glow to the skin. And we'll show you how that works in a minute. So I'm using the microneedling technique that we use for everything else, including PRP or just plain microneedling. And I'm using the nano-fat, which is highly filtered fat, which is very, very smooth. And I'm just applying it, and we're microneedling it into the face. You can come closer and show what that looks like. We're just dripping it on the face, and we're needling it in. It's really, really good for your skin. Better, much, much more powerful skin regeneration than PRP, so it's kind of the next level. And otherwise it works just like any other microneedling procedure, but with really good results. So that's the stem cell facial.